Not only is he out, but DeSantis is throwing his support behind Trump tonight. This happened as we are just days away from the first primary of the 2024 presidential election cycle. Stephanie Bertini joins us now with more on this breaking news. Stephanie, he was talking tough after Iowa last week, but different tone tonight.
Arthur, this came down just hours ago with the New Hampshire primary just 2 days away. Former President Donald Trump has said he is very honored by DeSantis' endorsement, telling Fox News Digital he's looking forward to working together with him to beat Joe Biden.
I am today suspending my campaign.
Making the announcement just 2 days before the New Hampshire primary, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is now endorsing former President Donald Trump.
If there was anything I could do to produce a favorable outcome, more campaign stops, more interviews, I would do it.
Trump is the frontrunner for the Republican presidential nomination, with Nikki Haley trailing behind.
What I have said is you can either pick more of the same or you can go forward with a new generational leader. More of the same is, the fact that you've got 70% of Americans don't want to see a Trump-Biden rematch. More of the same is the fact that both of these presidents put us trillions of dollars in debt, and our kids are never going to forgive us for it. More of the same is the fact that we're going to have two presidential candidates in their 80s.
The age of both the former and current president is a big topic as President Joe Biden is pushing for another 4 years in the Oval Office.
You have two nearly 80-year-olds fighting this thing out. That's not what America wants.
When it comes to the president's age, we have a simple formula for that, and that's results. Age equals wisdom equals results and experience.
Haley recently questioning Trump's sharpness after pointing out he said she should have handled January 6th security better, but it wasn't her job, with President Biden on social media backing her up, saying, "I don't agree with Nikki Haley on everything, but we agree on this much. She is not Nancy Pelosi." Some want to see the former president in the White House again.
I'm endorsing Donald Trump because I've had an opportunity to serve as governor under President Trump and under President Biden.
And the man who once was considered a possibility in outshining him is now on board.
Winston Churchill once remarked that success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts.
Haley remains confident. She said in reaction to the news of DeSantis backing out, may the best woman win. Arthur?
All right, very clever.